War rages across the mortal realms. New alliances are formed while others lie shattered, and the dominant powers ever seek their next conquest. While this and countless other battles rage on, one fact is becoming clear. The season of war has begun. This video is brought to you by the support of our channel members and the FLGS Partners, Warfire Minis, and X-Planet. Baron of Dice is the exclusive dice supplier for Season of War. Take a look through their incredible designs or even get your own custom dice made.
Hello and welcome to Season of War and another game of Age of Sigmar. My name's Jordan. We've got Fancy Ridge joining us again tonight.
Fancy Ridge is back. We're in the dark blue. We're out of lilac season. We're into blue season.
Nice. Well, it is Warhammer season all the time, so we've got an exciting game here today. First time we've had a matchup like this on the channel, so I mean, we're both excited to figure it out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But starting off, the mission we're playing today is Power Flux. So we've got 4 objectives on the table. Scoring is a little different though. Whoever's going second in the battle round gets to choose either the north-south or the east-west objectives to be the active objectives. It's hold one or hold both, so 2 points there. But you can get a bonus point for having Andorian acolytes on the objective, and you also get a bonus point for killing wizards. Mm-hmm. So a couple bonus points available to us. But Ridge, why don't you jump in and take us through your list?
Yeah, so I'm playing Maggotkin of Nurgle. We got some cool models out. The notable thing I wanted to do is because Blight Kings finally got the 2-inch weapon range. Somehow they got missed in that first one, but they did finally in the latest update give them 2 inches. So I do have a unit of 10 of them, and then 2 units of 5 Blight Kings. And then for heroes, I got the Maggotkin because he's just the best. And then I have my pewter old Guo, which is killing Jordan to see because he hates the old models, but he is a Nurgle Demon Prince, and he's going to be amazing. He's got the Arcane Tome because he is not an ally, he's a coalition. Mm-hmm. And then as well as so I said, yeah, a unit of 10, unit of 5 for Blight Kings, 3 Nurglings. We have a unit of 6 Furies and then a unit of 3 Theridons as well. So because it's 2 and 4 with coalition, I have a couple more of those units.
And you did run into a bit of a dilemma during deployment.
Yes, so when I was deploying the Nurgles, because Jordan knows how to play against Nurgle, he would have definitely been able to screen out so that I wasn't able to drop the Nurglings turn 1. So instead of putting them in the sky, I deployed them onto the board, which is not good because with Nurgle you want to be wholly in your opponent's territory, which is tough in Power Flux as well because tactic, just everything, it's up to half. Yeah. So that was already something
a little annoying.
Yeah.
You were only 2 drops here, and I was 8, also not typical for us.
Yes.
But that's where you knew I would have all the information. Had you deployed them in Deep Strike, I could have zoned out the board. Yes. Or the half.
And even putting the Demon Prince down.
Especially territories are up to half, so this is a tough one.
It's a tough one because I can't stay. The other thing is that sometimes you want to go second here so you can dictate where it goes. That means that you often can't do Magic Dawn first because you're giving the turn away. Your opponent will move his hero within 30 of your heroes. Yeah. So there's a lot to think about with Power Flux, which makes it kind of a cool mission.
Yes.
It sucks not having the Andorian Locust here because I'm obviously not going to be able to get the extra point. So I'm going to have to rely on hopefully killing you and just Nurgle has some decent tactics.
You're good at bodying stuff off of objectives.
Staying in the middle and charging you and all that stuff. So we'll see.
Well then, to take you guys through my list, I am playing actually a very similar list to what I last played with Sigmar, except I'm playing it in Hollow Heart today, which gives my wizards the option to cast on 3d6, which is just makes my magic a little more reliable. To go through everything though, my general is the Free Guild Marshal on Griffin. He's got the Sigmar Warhammer to make him extra hitty, and the command trait, so he becomes a priest, knows a prayer that gives a +1 to wound. Yeah. And then he also was able to choose Curse. So another good prayer. I also then have Zenestra, because she has her amazing prayer, which is so needed in the army. Yeah. And then I've got Callus and Toll in here again, going up against Chaos. So hopefully they pay off again as well. And then I also have the Warforger, who's got his buff or blazing weapons for the Mortals on 6s in combat aura. And then still 2 more heroes. A Free Guild Marshal on foot, who's got the Arcane Tome. And then I also have a Free Guild Cavalier Marshal, and nothing on him, but that's my 6 heroes slots. Then for troops, I have 2 units of Steel Helms, and then 2 units of Free Guild Cavaliers, which are all just MSU, minimum size, and they fill out my battle line. Then I have a unit of Wilder Corpse Hunters. I have a Freedom Command Corps. And then I have Toll's Companions, who are actually off the board in Deep Strike. First time I'm using that just to see how I feel about it. They won't get to do a command because they're off the board, but lets me kind of get them into a different position. That is everything. I did have Acolytes here, a Battle Reg, and Command Entourage. I think it was 8 drops in total. So Ridge, as we said, it gives you choice.
Yeah, so just with this mission, I feel like not having the Andorian Locust, I'm a little bit on the back foot, so I am going to give you turn and pray to the gods if for turn 2 craft.
Sounds good. Well, with that, we'll just jump into Cities of Sigmar, turn 1.
Sounds good.
Alright, after issuing out my orders, I'm going to go for the battle tactic of Magical Dominance here, for obvious reasons, turn 1. And then I'm going to just try and generate a command point with my general, who does. And then I will get my Free Guild Marshal on foot is going to get to give his bonus CP out, and he'll give that to Callus and Toll, I guess. And rolling for primals, we don't get any, and then do I get one from the battalion? I do, so I'll have 1.
Yeah, I don't have anything special to do, so I'll just do Glock and CP. No, okay.
And then jumping into the hero phase, the Warforger is not going to cast a spell. He's going to go for the Runic Crucible to give the +1 to save aura, to put that up. And then my Marshal on foot is going to try and cast the Mystic Shield, which he does, and he'll put that on my General. Then the General is going to try his chant for Hammer of Sigmar, which he fails on a 3. And then Zenestra is going to go for her chant for the final board bubble, which we fail.
Would have got it with the mystical. Look at this tactician.
And that is it for my hero phase, so we'll just jump into movement. And then at the end of my movement phase, I'm going to bring down Toll's Companions. Alright, so after deep striking, I realized that Callus and Toll have to deep strike if the other guys deep strike, so we pulled Callus and Toll off. We gave the bonus CP to the General.
Yeah.
And then deep struck Callus and Toll. They deployed after your whole deployment, so it wouldn't have changed anything in deployment. But then we will head into shooting, and I'll start off with the Wilder Corpse Hunters, and we'll put all the crossbows into the Furies. So we'll have 4 at round 1 damage.
Yeah, kills 2.
Next up, Callus and Toll will use all attack and shoot their pistols at the Furies as well. That'll be 4 at round 1 damage.
There, kills 2 more.
And then we might as well try a charge with them. An 8. And I'll spend my second free CP from the Marshal to reroll that.
18, yeah. Oh, wow.
So an 8 and 2 and 8. We fail it because we're millimeters out from the +1 of charge from the Command Corps.
Yep.
And that'll be it for my turn.
4 2-run, 3 1-runs.
Okay.
So would really, really love 3 or less here.
Cocked.
Of course it's cocked.
The drama.
Yes. So I'm 6 minus 4, 3, so 1's gonna run.
Okay.
It's amazing.
As turn 1 comes to a close, the cities of Sigmar have taken an offensive position and are keeping their eyes honed on their rotting foe.
Alright, that's it for my turn 1. I'm gonna store the full 5 points. I hold both points. I get the bonus point for the wizard, and then 2 points for battle tactic. Basically, obviously trying to stay further, pretty far from your ranges, so you're not getting easy charges or you're not getting in turn 1. So you're only getting in on the double if you take it. It isn't necessarily super opportune for you. The main play I went for here was to take out your Furies to deny, surround, and destroy. Now you're going to have other options with battle tactics, so it's not the worst thing. But really wanted to take them down. I rolled an 8 into an 8, and on the charge, it was millimeters away from the free build or the command core's +1.
Yeah.
So literally, with a millimeter change, I could have been in there on the charge to finish them off. And obviously, first time I've deep struck them, but I actually liked that combo. It means I missed out on 2 of the orders, deep striking them, but lets me get them into a way more interesting position as they are. So
yeah, and then the 12-inch shot, because before it was like that's not very far, but when you can drop them down and shoot 12.
Yeah, and they come out of terrain basically, so a little bit of an ambush, and otherwise that's my turn. Don't have many defensive buffs up. I got the +1 to save, but I didn't get Zinestra's reward up, so it is what it is. Then we've got Mystic Shield on the general, worst case scenario, so lots going on, Ridge. We'll see what you want to do, and we can just jump into Maggotkin of Nurgle, turn 1.
Let's do it. I'm going to go for Magical Dominance because my Demon Prince is out, and I know I can get it now. I really want to go for Surround because you left that 1 Fury there, and I could even with a run of 1 get him there, which I would get my tactic, but then I probably wouldn't be able to get this point for primary because I can't get 10 models on there, and if I move him 12, I wouldn't get Surround.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for Magical Dominance so I can still possibly do stuff with him, and then hopefully win Prio, and then I can possibly do it turn 2. I did fold my 4 Contagion, and then I just have my Heroic Action. So I'll just go for an extra CP on Maggotkin, I guess, which I fail.
I'll do Heroic Leadership on my general, which I also fail.
Okay, so that's it for that. So then for, I didn't roll the primals. So we're gonna get 1 each, and then you have yours.
And I do get the bonus, so I'll be up 3 to 1.
So I will. Only one I care about is for Mystic Shield. So we're just gonna roll that on the Demon Prince, which I get. All right. So we got the tactic, and we will go into movement.
And I'm going to redeploy my Steel Helms right here for 4.
Nice. All right, so nothing else to do. So we just got to pray for an 8, which is amazing because that's Nurgle's number. So yeah, we'll just go with the Slate Dark Demon Prince. Rolls an 8. That's Nurgle, baby.
He's in there.
We will try to roll the hard 10, or not hard 10, just a 10 with them. Okay. Love it.
And then at the end of your charge phase, I do actually have 2 potential counter charges.
Cool.
And unveiled. So first one I'll be able to do on the Wilder Corpse Hunters for a 7. And that's just 1 inch short, so I'll spend a CP to reroll it. And that's all I'm going to try.
Okay. All right. So then, yeah, I'm just going to go first with the Blight Kings.
I'm going to do all the defense with the Steel Helms. So we'll kill 7 here. And then fighting back. We'll play 1 into the Demon Prince.
He's good. All right, the Demon Prince is going to do all attack. And he's going to attack.
So you'll finish him off.
Nice. The old pure duo.
A swift and cunning response from Nurgle sees them deal a strong blow, but the score of the battle tilts, and not in Nurgle's favor.
Sweet. Okay, so this turn actually ended up being pretty good. You just have to make charges. That's the...
Yeah, you've made your 2 long charges to the exact, and I failed 4 charges now by 1.
You did by 1, yeah. It's all Nurgle's plan.
And the counter charge here would have been made to deny that battle tactic.
If I win Prio, yeah, because Surround is still definitely within... That's the bit of it, is I have to keep things away from where I want it to get Surround, but tactics are very tough. Well, not very, but this mission specifically, because the territories are up to half, certain armies, the tactics are tougher. So yeah, I'm going to get no disease to do because they're all dead. And we're going to get hold 1, and my tactic for 3.
All right, so we got a slight lead right now for the cities of Sigmar.
Yes.
But that'll send us into a priority for round 2.
Yes, where do you want to go?
So right in the middle.
Middle?
6.
4, no!
All right, well, we're going to take it. Let's see if we get our buffs up this turn. We'll go into cities of Sigmar, turn 2. All right, so I'll start by rolling some Primal Force. We got 1 each.
Cool.
Do not get the bonus one. Then my battle tactic is going to be led into the Maelstrom, so we're going to charge a hero on a battle line and have one of them engaged in combat at the end of the turn. And then we'll just go for an extra CP with Heroic Leadership with the General, which I get. So bonus CP there, and I'll also give him the Relic Envoy, so he'll have 2 bonus CP.
I'm just going to do Finest Hour on Maggotkin.
And then into spellcasting.
The Warforger casts Blazing Weapons on a natural 10, causing him to suffer 1 mortal wound. Then the Free Guild Marshal has Mystic Shield Unbound. The General on Griffin prays for Hammer of Sigmar, and he bestows a +1 to Wound Aura. Then Zenestra fails her chant for Vessel of Sigmar.
And then at the start of the movement phase, we're going to unveil 2 orders of Advance in Formation for +3 to move, with my Marshal on foot and my Warforger. And I'll spend one of my bonus CPs to use at the double to auto-run my Free Guild Marshal on foot. Alright, so that's moving. We've made a big bubble around the Maggotkin, avoiding 12 inches.
Of
and
course.
I'm going to jump into shooting. We'll start off with Callus and Toll, who are actually to shoot at the Fury. And then at the start of the charge phase, we're going to unveil 3 engage the foe orders.
Oh.
So 1 from this hero, giving these guys an extra attack in combat. The General is going to unveil the same thing for himself. And then Callus and Toll's companions are going to unveil the same thing for the Wilder Corpse Hunters.
Because they're a hero.
And then we're going to do our charges. So we'll start off with the Free Guild General on the horse. He's in. And that's all my charges. We got most everything we kind of were hoping for. So we'll go for monstrous action. We're going to try and lower your Blight Kings. We do.
Damn.
And then we got some fight first here because the Free Guild Marshal on horse. So he's going to go first, and then he'll activate a unit of Cavaliers.
Yeah. So you're going first with the big guy. I'm going to all defense the Blight Kings.
The Cavalier Marshal deals 1 damage, and then the Cavaliers deal another 9, killing 2 Blight Kings in total.
And because those were both start of hero phase, I'm going to then activate the General on Griffin, and he's going to use all out attack.
The General on Griffin deals 12 damage, killing 2 Blight Kings.
So I'm going to risk it and go with the Demon Prince first, just hoping that these Blight Kings can just survive. And we're going to do all of attack over here because I can't do anything over there. So this is going to be 2s and 3s fully into the horses.
With all out defense, I'll be back to 5s. And with 5 going through, that'll take him out. And then we will go with the Wilder Corpse Hunters next.
Next, the Wilder Corpse Hunters deal 6 damage, but then the Blight Kings retaliate, killing 5 Wilder Corpse Hunters and dealing 3 damage to Callus and Toll. Not taking anything lying down, Callus and Toll swing back and they take out another Blight King.
Oh yeah, that's real good. Okay. And then I just have the 3 here. So everything's going to go into the Cavaliers. Command, so this is going to be 3s. 9 at range 1.
5s. I save 2. Take 7, you kill 3.
At the beginning of Battle Shock, Nurgle's disease points kill another Cavalier, 4 more Wildercorp Hunters, and then also finish off Callus.
Alright, Cities of Sigmar turn 2. We took the turn, we avoided the counter charge, but wasn't as effective a turn as we hoped. Obviously, Blight Kings, Nurgle, always a ton of wounds to go through. When you think 4 wounds each on a 5 on 1 save is a lot. So maybe in terms of damage output, about what I expected. I hope to do a little more to this unit, but I didn't expect to wipe either unit of Blight Kings here. But I hoped to do a little more. The big thing that was kind of a shock was taking so much, losing both my cavalry units on the hit back. Obviously, Cities of Sigmar, maybe with their 4 or 5 aboard, they can stand a little bit better in combat. But here, I mean, that's rough to lose both those units when I'm on offense.
Yeah, the Demon Prince having 7 attacks now, it can do a lot more damage, but I put through all 7 hits on 2s, but then all 6, I put 6 of 7 through on 3s to wound. And that, so killed all 5 horses.
So not the best, 2 wounds each, not a great save, so was again hoping to do a little bit more. I threw everything in though just to make sure I get the battle tactic, and had that gone differently and make good wards or something, I didn't need all 3 of those units there. There's a world in which if I only sent 2, I would have potentially failed the tactic.
I forgot about the tactic. Honestly, right when you said that is when I was like, oh yeah, you did. I forgot you did that tactic.
Yeah, so
wow.
So it could have been worse, but we did obviously get the tactic here. We'll get 2 points for this objective because I have an accolade on there with the Arcane Tome.
Yeah.
So we got 4. So we're at 9 points right now. And I'm just trying to threaten you as much as we said how tough it is to go through the Blight Kings. They don't hit too hard back, so it's like they're super tanky, but they're not crazy. Something like the Wildercorps. I mean, you only dealt 5 damage, but you tick them out effectively.
And the mortals after over
for the cost of the unit, they don't have crazy damage output or anything.
No. So it's not a huge loss, but yeah, the mortals after as well, and then the disease, it all adds up, right? Like you kind of can't really don't think much about it until it starts happening. Like, oh my god.
Adds up, but not too bad. Callus did die of the Callus and Toll pair, so that's a little bit sad, but again, otherwise...
He paid the ultimate toll.
Yeah, I know, that's horrible. Alright, turn, just some big losses with the cavalry. Rich, that'll be it for our cities, and we'll go into Maggotkin, turn 2.
Sounds good. So, start of my turn, I am going to get, I am wholly out of my territory now, so I'll get 3 more. So I'll get 3, 6, 7 total, because you are in my territory again. So I'll have 11. We are going to go for bait and trap for the tactic, and I'm going to go for, you have no ward saves, so that I'm just going to go for a CP on the Maggotkin for my heroic action. Got it. So CP on the Maggotkin.
I'll roll primals for us. We don't get any, but I do get a bonus 1, so I'll be up 2-0 right now. And then I'm just going to do Finest Hour with my Griffin.
Sounds good.
Wasting no time, the Maggotkin casts Abundance of Flesh, adding 1 to the wound characteristic of the Blight Kings. But he then miscasts Mystic Shield, while the Demon Prince casts an Arcane Bolt.
So then we go to movement. Cool. So at the end of the movement phase, I'm going to summon I think it's a Poxbringer or whatever the mage is.
Okay, the wizard.
Or the Enduring Locust.
Yep.
The Maggotkin fires into the Free Guild Marshal and deals 1 damage, and then we roll right into the charge phase.
And then at the end of the phase, I'm going to countercharge my general.
Nice.
Jaina, do you want to roll that for me? Okay, roll them both together.
Let it be said.
That's That's 13.
Wow. High five, kiddo.
So that's gonna get me over into the flight bearers.
Did you see the first time she rolled it with a 6, then she re-rolled it and she got 2 6s?
Yes. I was going to say, let it be said that off camera the first one was a 6.
Yeah.
And then I will get a monstrous action with him as well.
Yep.
And we're just gonna stomp the nerdlings.
Cool. 4, how many?
For 1 mortal.
5 forward. They're good. All right. Well, Jaina rolled a massive griffin charge. So yeah, I'm just going to activate first with the Therodons. All right, so we're just going to do all attack Therodons. I'm just going to see how cool they can be.
The Therodons start combat by killing the Cavalier Marshal. Then the Marshal on Griffin fights next and kills the Nurglings.
Best counter charge ever.
Yeah. No, Jane is not allowed to roll charges anymore. All right. Well, I'm not going to get any primary because I wasn't able to. I don't know even if I was, you'd still be able to hold that. Yeah. So a couple things. I should have maybe worried a little bit more. I could have stayed in combat here and then held the Griffin. I thought about that, but I wanted to keep 1 unit in combat with your dude here so that you couldn't redeploy.
Yeah.
That could deny my bait trap. So I really wanted to make sure I got that. And I definitely didn't think you were going to just roll a 12-inch, or Jane was going to roll a 12-inch and hop over top. And,
Well, to be honest,
or 13.
this play denies points, which is huge.
Yeah.
But it arguably could have been more valuable to finish off the Blight Kings.
Oh, to go in and just kill the Blight Kings.
Which was the plan, was just to go in and try and whittle them down even more.
Yeah, so...
But the huge charge denied 2 points here.
Yeah, which is big, because the extra one that I got, because you can summon Andorian Locusts with Nurgle, which is so strong usually. Here it's not going to be great because you have to control the point. The other thing I was going to say is, I don't know how I didn't think of the counter charge before. It's one of those things that you just start playing and you don't think about. But yeah, so I definitely should have just stayed in combat with him.
Could have, yeah.
And I had 5 times 4, 20 wounds there with 5 board. So yeah, in the end, I probably should have done that. And then the other thing is I forgot until we were too far past it, I actually had the Bloodthirsty Triumph as well. So I could have re-rolled the Glotkin's charge. Yeah. Now it's 7 or whatever, so I could have failed that as well. But I went for the Therodons just because if they would have got a big charge and gotten there, they could do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And I wasn't super mad about the Glotkin staying in the middle of the board because then he can still be his aura of annoyingness. So yeah, after all that, I'm only going to score 2 for my tactic, which is not great, but I have a lot of models still on the board.
Yeah, a lot of models, lots of game left, and priority, so we can roll it for round 3.
Yeah, so you need this one.
3.
And a 6. Okay.
All you.
Nice. So I will take the double for sure.
And I'm going to put it back to the east-west objectives.
Okay.
And then we'll go into Nurgle turn 3.
Sounds good. Let's see what my wheel... So what was I? What did I roll? A 2, right? Heroes that do not have the Nurgle keyword cannot carry out heroic actions or issue rally or inspiring presence. So we'll go for a CP for my heroic action on the Glotkin, which I'll fail, and then my tactic, kill more of your units than you are going to kill of mine.
Sounds good, and I don't get a heroic action, but I'll roll Primal for us. 1 each, and I get a bonus.
The Glotkin has Abundance of Flesh unbound, but does cast an Arcane Bolt. And then the Demon Prince has Mystic Shield unbound.
So then we go into movement. So we have to use the auto 6 here, unfortunately, to make sure I get the extra point.
And yeah, I'll redeploy the general. Your 5, going 10.
Yeah. Okay, so let's shoot to War Forger. So this is going to be...
3s and 3s.
What's the 3s and 3s? 3s.
-1 to 4s.
3 at range 2.
They go through.
So 1 each. So we just got 1 left. Okay, and then we go to charges.
Callus is going to unleash hell here.
Okay.
We'll hit twice. 2 rend 1.
So 5s. Take both.
2 damage each, so 4 damage.
Nice. Take 3. Pretty solid for one little dude. So we'll do the Mountains of Loathsome Flesh to the command core. So it does 5 mortal wounds, I think.
We'll try and roar the Blight Kings. We do. And then I'll do some countercharging. So we've got 2 countercharges. I'm going to go first with Callus or Toll, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
And he'll make it in. Then we'll do the same thing with his companions. For a 7.
So start of the combat phase, I release my bolt onto the Warforger.
Yeah, that'll finish him off.
Cool. We obviously go with the Blight Kings.
And I'll go for an all-out defense with the general then. We'll do back to force.
Spikes
One goes
it!
through.
Oh my god.
Look at that, Nurgle save. And then I'm going to fight next with Callus.
Yep.
He'll be on 3s. 4 damage.
Nice. 4.
The Glotkin attacks the command core, wiping the entire unit. Then, the Steel Helms bravely take on the Theridons and deal 4 damage. The Theridons retaliate and take out the Steel Helms. Then, Toll's companions inflict another 5 wounds to the Glotkin. Fighting next, the Demon Prince deals 1 damage to the Marshal, who then deals 4 damage back to the Theridons. Last to fight, the Marshal on Griffin takes down 3 more Blight Kings.
Disease, so end of the turn, so he's going to go up to 5 disease. So on the Griffin, he's going to take just 1. Sorry, Callus and Toll will go up to 2. He takes 2 mortal.
Take 1.
And then the other dude's just 1. We'll have 1 now.
Yeah.
Oh, him as well, yeah. No,
He's still there.
he's still alive. They'll have just 1. They take a mortal. And then your dude at the back does not. So I'm going to get told 1, my tactic, and another one for 4.
Okay.
A lot of things I could have done this turn. Once I moved the Blight Kings and you made the big 5-inch redeploy with the Griffin, I was not wanting to risk putting the Glotkin down here and not being on a point at least. Because I thought with some like luck and some doing stuff, I could just at least limit your scoring here. Because now it's these 2 points. So yes, you're going to be able to hold your 1 and get your tactic probably. But I also did kill the Warforger. So he's not going to be able to get anywhere. So you're not going to get your extra point there. Glotkin took way more damage than I thought he was going to. Just all of the like random dudes in the stupid little pack.
Chip damage with combat.
Yeah, the one guy.
Good thing we got the Warforger down, or else you would have been also taking mortals on 6s.
Yes, that too. Oh yeah, because the aura. Yeah, my gosh. So just all the little stuff you see, like back like LVO, like Jeremy Lefebvre or whatever, playing all the little war bands in cities and stuff. It's like you don't even think about it, but yeah, okay, that one's 3 damage. What? So it was and just kind of consolidating. And now I've had the Griffin pinned. I just don't want him running free and being able to go where he kind of wants to. But now there's a double possibly coming the other way, so lots of stuff still to play for here.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess that's it. Yeah, weird. So tie game, but it's still my turn going to the bottom of round 3, and Cities of Sigmar turn 3.
Sounds good.
All right, so my battle tactic here is to be surround and destroy with the Griffin, my Marshal, and Zenestra. And then I'm going to go for a heroic recovery on Zenestra, which I get, and healer.
I'm just going to go for a CP on the Glotkin. Yay! You get it.
The Free Guild Marshal casts an arcane bolt. The Marshal on Griffin fails his chant for curse, and then Zenestra fails her prayer as well. Rough go for the cities there.
And then heading into movement, I'm going to unveil the advance in formation, with Zenestra and my Free Guild Marshal, and we'll head into movement.
Yep.
So that's the end of my movement phase. Rich, you didn't do anything spicy?
I think I might do something. I'm obviously going to go for a Blight Creek here and see what he rolls. 5. Is that short? Yeah. Yeah. Did I use my Bloodthirsty here?
No, you saw it.
Ooh, okay, yeah, we're going to go for it. Go for the Bloodthirsty.
8.
All right, let's go.
And then I will still get to shoot you with Arbalester.
Yep.
A 1 at round 2.
So 6, no.
D3 for 3.
Nice. 5s, take 2.
Up to 14.
Yep.
And then monstrous actions, I am going to roar the Light Kings. We do.
And I'm going to do Mountain of Loathsome Flesh on 2. 3 mortals.
All right, so you'll kill the old lady. And then we actually have to fight first with the Freedom Marshal and Griffin, so I can pile in and get in position for my battle tactic.
Yep.
The Marshal on Griffin wipes out the rest of the Blight Kings, then the Glotkin kills the last Wildercorp hunter, and puts another 3 damage into Toll's companions.
And then Valius and the Gryffounder to fight you back.
Toll's companions then put in a valiant effort, but only managed to deal 1 more damage to the Glotkin.
Okay, so then I'll roll the disease. So 4 on him. So 4s.
Yeah, so you kill him.
Takes 2. Yeah, so it doesn't. 1 on here. Does take 1. Oh no, so it would be just 1. Cool. Wait, say the word. And how many does he just have? 1. So 4 takes it.
All right, so that's it for my turn. And it was tough. I was trying to do everything I can to score points. Got the battle tactic here. I went for Surround and Destroy. Well, I still could because I knew that one was going to get tough.
Yeah.
There was a world in which I was actually to retreat the Griffin to make sure I held this objective. But it would have got me 1 point at the potential expense of not being able to get this battle tactic later, costing me 2. So went for the points here, and hoped you did make the charge with the Glotkin. With the triumph you did, so
Bloodthirsty's massive, knowing that with this list, because of the Blight Creek, it's so good.
And then when Glotkin attacked, you dealt 3 damage to Toll's companions. I put them on the Stormcast guy, hoping because I needed them both to live.
Yeah.
To hold the objective.
And you would have 5 and count.
He died to disease, lost the objective. All that happened.
Yeah. Was probably the right play though, because if he survives, you have 5 models and you.
Yeah, it was a risk, but it was no reason not to go for that.
Yep.
And yeah, with all that, I am set up and did get Surround and Destroy. So score 2 points. Unfortunately, you don't get any primary, but I will still have a 2-point lead.
Yeah.
And I'll see us go to priority for round 4.
Yes.
That's a 5. You and ties.
Ties, big tie. Okay, so looking at everything, I can possibly keep my Glotkin alive and kill one of your wizards, which will be big, so I'm going to take the turn.
All right, so we'll go into Maggotkin, turn 4.
We're going to just go for Intimidate the Invaders. My heroic action is going to just be Finest Hour on the Demon Prince.
All right, and I'll go for Heroic Recovery on my General. We get it. I should heal. I'll heal the wounds for 1.
The Glotkin again has Mystic Shield Unbound, while the Demon Prince casts an Arcane Bolt.
Okay, so that's it for hero phase. Yeah, the start of the movement phase, I'm just going to zap him.
All right.
And then we're going to go to movement phase. End of the movement phase, I'm spending all 14 points to summon 10 Plague Bearers.
And then I will unveil a couple counter charges from Callus and from my General. It's going to be long charges, but we might as well try it. We'll go with the Griffin first.
Yep.
A 9. And I'll spend a CP to reroll that.
Yep.
Nope, don't get it. Callus and Toll or Callus. Won't get in either. So
Maggotkin.
that's it for me.
Boring turn, but that's going to be a big 5. And the extra for the, or no, 6, because I killed your wizard. The
Yep.
extra point for having the Poxbringer on the point here.
Yep. So you got a 4-point lead right now, assuming your math is now correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously the sum in there.
Summon, yeah.
Wish my my Griffin wasn't so far away on the edge, but I mean it had to be there from surround, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
that will be it, I guess, and we'll just head into Cities of Sigmar turn 4.
Sounds good.
All right, so my battle tactic is going to be mount the charge, so I have to take an objective back from you with a unit only with stuff that has mounts on it, and then I'm going to go for Finest Hour on Callus.
Let's go.
And at the start of the hero phase, I'm going to spend a CP to try and rally Toll back. No.
You didn't think about that either. So I will heal the Maggotkin. He's 9. Let's go. So he's going to heal for 2.
And then let's try to do some things. The Griffin's going to chant for Hammer of Sigmar. You get it.
Nice.
Sinestra's going to chant for her prayer.
Come on, let's see it.
She gets it.
Of course she gets it now.
I'm going to go through for the D3 Mortal Wounds to all your wizards.
Okay.
And actually, I get to pick 2. So I'll go for 5 aboard save as well.
Yeah, they're wholly outside.
So we'll try into the Maggotkin. Yep, for 2 mortals.
5s. He's good.
And into your other little wizard for just 1.
5. Takes it.
And the Demon Prince takes 2.
No. Oh, he has a 6 aboard. No, but I take him both.
And then we'll just head into movement. And then into the shooting phase, we've just got Callus. You just spend a CP, shoot up your light bearers.
Okay.
And 2s. That's gonna be 4 at round. Sorry, that's gonna be 3 at round 1 into the light bearers.
Third monster to hit.
And that'll be 2 damage each because they're demons.
Nice. So 6 damage. So take 5.
And then charging, we'll go with the Griffin first.
Mm-hmm.
He's in.
Mm-hmm.
And then monstrous action, we'll roar the plague bearers. We do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go first with the Griffin.
Cool.
And because of the wheel, I actually have to fight with Callus first.
Yep.
So the Azurite Blades. So this is going to be 3 at rend 1.
I don't have a save.
So does it be 4 damage each? So 12 damage.
5. So I take 7. Yeah, it goes 4. So I'll just go with the plague bears first.
4s. 1 goes through.
1 damage. And then the other dude, 3s and 3s. I'm gonna go for an all attack here, actually. So 2s. 4 at rend 1.
All go through.
Oh my god, that's 4 D3 damage. Ready this, Jordan? Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still insane, but could have been 12.
You do bracket me. And then the Griffin's gonna fight back. I'll go for the all attack and I'm gonna put all the attacks into the hero. So 2s. 1 at rend 3.
Goes through what?
4 damage.
4. This is on the hero?
Yeah.
So he takes 2. So he's got 2 left.
And then the beak. 2s. And 3s. 2 at rend 2.
Goes through.
2 damage each.
So 4. Nurgle. Nurgle dice, 4 5s.
And the
Yahtzee.
claws. Just 1 at rend 1.
Is it 2 damage?
Yeah.
Oh boy, rend 1, so 5 up. He's good. Wow.
Alright, well that's really frustrating. Just as Nurgle can do, spite your 5-up saves,
Yes.
and where we should have slain the hero. When you roll all 5s, like
And he putting through all 4 of his attacks at
Yeah.
2 D3 damage and doing
Yep.
6 damage.
yeah. So I mean the bracket hurts me a little bit, but it's not the worst monster bracket out
No.
there. So
That's Age of
where-
Sigmar for you, Warhammer dice games.
yeah, where we would have scored 4 points this turn, we now only score 2, which actually puts me behind 2 points, and probably puts us in a position where we can probably kind of talk it out through here based on the final score.
Yeah.
We know I have no banners left, so I can't get my grand strategy. And because
very strong chance I'm going to get mine.
It just has to.
Well, yeah, because you can only retreat.
Yeah, so we'll go into priority for round 5. That's a 3.
I rolled a 3
You win
as well.
ties. Do you have a battle tactic?
Yeah, I have multiple that I can do. So I could either do auto run 6 him, auto run him to take this with a mortal and a demon, or I am set up to do surround as well. The bull's there, he in there, and then the demon prince.
Perfect. So easy guaranteed surround.
Yeah.
So minimum, depending on where the objectives are, you're going to get a 3-point switch on your turn. Regardless, you're going to get another 3 at the end for grand strategy. And I could only max score 5 points here. You'd be ahead 6. So on my turn, you'd be ahead 5 points plus 3 for grand strat is 8. Max I could do is 5. So no matter what, you're going to win by at least 3 in this point.
Yeah.
So it was a wild back and forth game overall. The generals lived through it all.
Nurgle's tactics are super solid. That is without even like doing that early surround. So yeah, it was really good at the end. And then any army that just summons at the end, like being able to put 10 plague bearers on the board is like ridiculous.
Well, that scored you 2 points, denied 2 points, so 4 point swing, being able to summon, obviously that's part of the army's abilities and whatnot, but obviously showing the strength of it there.
Yeah, the TSN turning point, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was a super close game.
That was a big play, or that's a big swing, like you said. But also the grand strats alone. So maybe there's a better one you could do with cities, or build into doing, the spellcasting savant. But I have 5 wound heroes, so that's not a great one.
No, I feel like the banner ones is usually pretty good. Nurgle, not so much, because my Blakings are super resilient, and I just keep those banners alive.
Yeah, and even the unit of 10 had 2 banners.
10 had 2 banners, yeah.
So
I even summoned these 10, which I killed the banner, but technically, if it's not starting, I don't know if it says starting army, it's just more banners. Yeah. And then my bull banner. So it's one of those.
In this situation, it wasn't a good one.
No. But the whole game, in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm eventually going to push my entire army to that piece. Yeah. That's why this grand strat is so strong. Or having the one in the middle, I just don't know, because the Glockin can go down. So the one in the middle, it's like, you have a lot of things that could have killed the Glockin. Yeah,
like there's a world that turn 2, I'd thought about going into him.
Yeah.
But the problem was just not being able to get my charges off, because those made a big difference in terms of my random damage.
Yeah.
In a different world, or I honestly was hoping, maybe I shouldn't have moved so far when I rolled a big redeploy. I was hoping that you were to come close, fail your charge, and I would get to counter charge the Glockin.
Yes, because you would probably killed him.
Then I go to Rend 4 damage.
For sure, he'd die.
Yeah. So it could be spicy, but I think the general did great, right? He's killed
the best.
Did so much.
Every time I said it throughout it, every time Jordan did something, even if he flubbed them, it's like he's doing like 12 or 18, 16 damage. He's incredible. With
the artifact, +1 random damage on his weapon is so good.
Yeah.
And it makes Lance insane on the charge, but still really good off the charge.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Zenestra was an utter disappointment.
Awful.
Yeah.
And we didn't say, but with the terrain, actually, at the beginning, you gave me the choice of either having Arcane or Mystical, like switching those two. And I went for the...
You denied me the Mystical.
Yes, which you did roll a 2, the first...
Yeah, a number of times. It would have impacted my prayers.
Yeah.
Now, I would have had to... How long would I have wanted to stay huddled around that objective?
Not much, but yeah.
It might not have mattered for more than a turn or 2.
Yeah.
But always big, and... That's like Zenestra's prayer is awesome, but it's a 3 up, not super reliable.
Yeah, I think the biggest moment was the turn 1, just not bouncing off, but
turn 2,
turn 2, not doing enough damage, and then Nurgle.
Well, losing 10 Cavaliers on my own turn
when you're in grinding with them with the mortals, and it's a lot of attacks in the Blight King. So
and
they're great, and I love Blight Kings.
In hindsight, that play not panning out the way it did. What else do I do? Do I just keep seeding ground but that was so congested over there that there wasn't going to be anything they were doing for a couple turns. But
and you're on the back foot with Grand Strat, so it's like,
and if I don't have something over here, potentially those Blight Kings are all just pushing through the middle, and I'm eventually going to run into the same thing.
Yep.
I can't always put my whole army into one target. And as we saw, I was even congested without all the knights over there. But
Glockin's always fun. just always makes you have to think about so much stuff.
Yeah.
The Blight Creek actually came in a few times, which is always fun to see.
Oh yeah.
It's such an awesome mechanic.
Yeah, it makes me really think about, next stages in terms of like building beyond this kind of list, because this isn't super tuned. There's a lot of strong pieces in it, but kind of what the next steps are. Because it's the knights are decent, but like they're not a reliable hammer.
Yeah.
Now you could take the sub-faction where they're doing mortal wounds after they fight, or I think it's after they fight or charge.
Yeah.
Which helps, but even still. But yeah, great to get another game in with cities, and a wild one here with Nurgle. Both of us charging in the enemy turns.
Yeah.
So it's made for an interesting dynamic of, just having to worry about that, catching each other with it. So that was a lot of fun.
Good look at AOS 4 with obviously we've been released that the counter charge is one of the mechanics. So it's always fun doing that. Iron Suns and Morse Praetorians. There's so many armies that do that. And
it's very strong.
Yeah.
Makes it very interesting. But yeah. But guys, that's gonna be it for us today. We're gonna wrap things up. It was a Nurgle pulled ahead at the end, but it was a pretty close game for most of it, so solid one here. We hope you enjoyed it as well, and we look forward to seeing you in another battle report.
Have a good week, everybody.